Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to the Talon Talk. This is your podcast for the PS4 Talon League. I'm your host Sully, and with me today is D9 and Cloudii. State your name. Say hello.
What up?
Sorted. Anyway, so semi-finals are over, and now we're moving on to the grand finals. What do you guys make of the whole week we've had? You know, let me know what you think. Do you think maybe the fixtures were a little bit, maybe the 4-0s weren't 4-0s? Maybe some teams could have given a little bit more. Do you feel like there were some mistakes? What do you guys think? What do you think?
I think this week has been a horrible week. No, I'm kidding. The 4-0s really. This whole week, like, you don't usually see anything like this. Like, every single team either got 4-0'd or went 4-0 against another team.
Yeah.
So it was so lopsided for whatever reason. I mean, I thought we were going to see some better matchups in the semifinals. I thought both teams that lost in the semifinals definitely had. I felt like they had a better chance going up their opponents, but didn't turn out that way in the end.
No, like, I completely agree, because, like, when you look at the way the league works, so we had, how was it, 8? Was it 10 teams? 10 teams in the full entire league.
I want to say 10.
10 teams, so 8 make it through. Yeah, because obviously the quarterfinals, 8 have to be in it.
Yeah.
So 2 get knocked out, and then we've 8 teams in there. So the way it works is like first place 8, second place 7th, and third place whatever. I'm just saying random numbers. I'm not actually. Don't listen to me. So you'd think that, all the better teams playing against the lower teams would knock out all I'm not gonna say the bad teams, but the worser off teams. And then when you're left with like the semi-final, when you've got like the likes of No Banana, like, I'm not saying, like, imagine like No Banana and Valk, you'd consider that, because the first time they played it was 2-1, and then this time they get 4-0'd. Like, you'd nearly say, like, you'd expect, as you said, a better matchup, because this is towards the end of the season. This is where all like the big boys come out. And I completely agree with what you're saying. It's like, one game 4-0, you're like, okay, maybe Zen and Gen might be a better game, and then next thing, holy damn, that's 4-0 as well. I'm actually just worried what the final is going to become. Is that going to be a 4-0 as well? Like, it's crazy.
4-0 is very likely.
But no, like, I don't even know where to begin in terms of breaking it down, because it was. I don't even think it was a one-sided affair.
Oh, no.
It wasn't.
I mean, with the standings, as you said, No Banana going into the playoffs were at the top, and Valkyrie 4th. In the middle, they were good, but when you look at the standings, you think No Banana gonna clean sweep. But the match may have been a 4-0, but it was really close. It could have went either way.
Okay, go on, explain, elaborate. I'm listening.
Okay, so No Banana have probably the deepest hero pool in the entire league, which you could see on maps like Anubis. All the maps they played,
I want to pull up on that strat. What the hell was that strat? That defense was so spicy. What was it, man?
So strange.
I wasn't playing that map, but I was watching it, and I was like, wait, where are they setting up? Because I was looking at the high ground by the choke, and I was like, where are they? Next thing I just see an Orisa and a Symmetra and a Bastion just in that back corner. I'm like, dude, what is this?
It was. I mean, credit to Valkyrie. They did manage to just beat it. It didn't really take them much time, to be honest.
Well, yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
Oh yeah, that just shows No Banana. They're unpredictable.
Are you cutting out, my dude?
Hold on, hold on.
This is great. We have a podcast. Yo, guys, give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I need to do something here. It's not how a podcast works.
This sort of glitched, alright? It's not a podcast, it's a talk show. Get it right.
Podcast, talk show, whatever it is. Have your stuff ready, my dude. Everybody slate him.
What were you to say something?
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just more talking about the fact that MB just brought out the weirdest defense I've ever seen in this league. Like, I don't think I've ever played a map in this league where I've seen a defense set up there. It's usually on the high ground to the left or to the right, but never low in the back.
Oh no. I mean, even on second point, they were prepared. They swapped 5 people, which lost them the ult advantage. But Valkyrie had, what, a 5-minute time bank? They couldn't capitalise.
Yeah, no, to be fair, well, from what I saw from like a viewer's perspective, it was like literally we kept trying to. It was like we're trying to. I don't know. Even it nearly felt like trickling. Like we kind of like, oh, we're going this way, and the next thing, like you'd see a split, and you're like, oh, what's happening? What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
And then we get picked off one and one, and then these things happen. Like it's easy happen. Like it can happen to anyone. It's just you got to see it from your outer selves.
Oh yeah. I mean, as you were saying about the first point, very unpredictable strategy. I feel like Valkyrie somehow adapted better to that than they did second point, going against a Pharah. Which...
Well, I did see Jambo's. Jambo did try to bring out the Ashe, though. I do recall. He did bring out the Ashe. I think he did.
But they swapped so many people. Like, Lolly swapped to healer. They had one of their healers go to DPS. And all these swaps kind of threw them off course to secure in the second point, I think.
No, that is something that I've noticed as well with Valk. It's like some people are just like, I don't know if they're like a complete hard flex or something like that, but it seems a little bit weird that you'd come off your main to go on a role that you're not your main on. But look, everyone to themselves. They have their strats. They probably talked about this. So fair dues. They tried something. It didn't necessarily work, but fair dues for them to actually try, though.
Oh yeah, they did try, and that just shows that they have the ability to flex onto what they need. I think it was just too late in a way. And for second point Anubis, it's quite close. They didn't really need a Mercy for the Pharah. They had ran a Lucio and a Moira, which on paper doesn't seem that good for a Pharah, but because it's so close, it was really working out in their favour.
But then on top of it, as you were saying, No Banana ran a really big risk with like losing all their ultimates because, well, what is Anubis known for? Anubis is known for the ultimate map. If you've no ultimates going into a defense or even an attack in Anubis, you're literally going to like get destroyed. Like you have no chance of winning unless you like build up all your ultimates and then just literally throw them at him. Which is what NB did on their attack. Like they brought out Mailed, they brought out Diva ult along with the Mailed, they brought out Whole Hog. There was everything, and that's pretty much I think what Valk needed to do, and it just didn't happen for him. It was just
there was No Banana made a really nice. They were attacked second. They pushed right side to avoid the Valkyrie's Bastion's line of sight. They sped behind their Orisa shield. They had a massive slam. They threw Dragon in, which didn't really get any kills, but it done the damage that was needed. They then threw Mail in, Diva Bomb comboed, and what I noticed, their target focus after that was perfect. They all went on one target, which is
what you want to do. That's exactly what you want to do, and that's what I mean.
Secured them that second point,
and that pretty much sums up Anubis. It was literally that their attack was cleaner than Valk's, but Valk's defense was also solid enough at a point, but obviously it was beaten by the sheer fact of throwing ultimates at their faces. But moving on to King's Row was a little bit of a switch though. Like we began to probably see a more of a different Valk. We saw some interesting switches. Now I'm going to say this first. Yes, me on DPS, it was the first time I ever got to play DPS on any map, and it's mainly because I have been practicing DPS in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, to get a chance to play DPS, thank you Lolly, was great. But I think in terms of a team, it kind of, from my perspective in terms of for Valk, we seemed a little bit more communicated and a little bit together compared to, I don't know, obviously because I wasn't in the Anubis map, but it felt like considering that we were able to push it, and we actually pushed on first round and steamrolled very well. We also held very well. It was just maybe a few little issues with ultimates. I do know it's what we're known for. Literally, talk to anyone and say, "Hey guys, do you want to pull the Valk card?" The Valk card is when you pull out 4 ultimates at one time. But no, it's something that we definitely needed to work on. It was probably one of the reasons why we lost that map. But yeah, no, MB did a serious job. Dizzy did a serious job at shutting me down so much.
First of all, damage boosted Dizzy is terrifying.
Oh, I know that. I was a Farah. I literally got.
It was terrifying. But there was a few things that I noticed for Valkyrie. The first thing on the attack, they ran a Zen over Lucio with Ryan Zarya, which it worked out. But Lucio is normally the preferred pick, especially on attack against a bunker. You need to be fast, or the Ryan shield's just going to get rinsed, and the Zarya's bubbles won't actually do much. So it was quite interesting to see that, but it worked out in the end, which I guess that's all you need. Just take that point. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you do it.
That's fair. That is very fair, especially about the Lucio part, because we do know that little bit of a run, especially if they have like a bastion or something or high damage, that shield is going to get absolutely rinsed unless you get close enough. And that is a very true point. That's a really true point. But they did manage. We went to a hotel, wasn't it? And then we ended up taking it pretty quickly. But yeah, as you said, Lucio, you would ideally like to run it more than the Zen on definitely first point.
I mean, you were in the comms. I don't know what was said, but there was a few examples of miscommunication in a way.
Oh
like
yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
Yeah, like at the very start, you as Farah, you made the right call off, but you got hit by Dizzy, and you needed heals. Did you request heals, or did you think?
Oh, I requested heals.
Dizzy's gonna die. Because you were sitting at low HP for a while. I don't know if anybody else was low, because I just saw your health bar. Maybe someone else was low.
No, your health bar would be low if you got hit with a Dizzy damage boosted.
But it might have been like your Reinhardt also low.
Yeah.
Also, it was weird. It's on defense. You were the Hanzo, and Ruben was the Zarya.
Yeah.
And there was you were comboing Grav Dragon.
Yeah.
And Grav was thrown, but like when the Grav ended, you.
I'll explain this. Alright, this is funny, okay?
Yeah,
so,
I need an explanation.
I was up on the stair high ground because I knew Dizzy was going flanking, and so I was like, alright, I'm gonna have to pressure Dizzy down so Dizzy backs off. I was like, okay, I did that. Dizzy, go away. So next thing anyway, Ruben goes to me. He's like, oh, Sully, I got Grav waiting for you, and I was like, oh, okay, that's perfect. All right, throw it out there. And the minute before I throw it out, I was like, no, don't. Literally, Soldier was on my ass shooting me. I was like, don't throw it out. He throws it out, and I was like, oh, for Christ's sake. And I just had to fire it last minute. It was so funny. We were both like in hysterics laughing, even though we were trying to remain serious. It was so funny.
Yeah. It was something for Nobunaga, which I know while the attack was happening, Valkyrie lost. It was you that they lost, but they continued to take the 5v6 fight, which won them the point. But I feel as though they didn't capitalise on the pick advantage. I feel as though it was more of Sur Rat was making enough space, Valkyrie could just capitalise on everything. It was really interesting. You had a really nice dynamite. You threw it in from spawn.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I did. I actually went onto the maps beforehand and practiced spawn throwing. No joke. I actually got like an hour before the game, went into like King's Row and all that, and just started practicing different type of throws.
There was also I think it was second point, your Valkyrie attack. You were Ash, you had Bob. You threw Bob in, and Nobunaga decided, okay, no, let's not, maybe one person turn, no, everybody looked at that Bob. It was like...
No, literally, I went to team, I was like, hey, guys, we're going to throw a massive distraction, and let's move, because I'm sick of being picked off by Disney. So literally, threw in Bob, everyone was like, ooh, what is this running, man? And next thing, I was like, let's go.
That was it. Got the point.
Yeah.
Cloudii, have you got anything to add? Very quiet.
Cloudie's just been there like
Hi.
pondering like, what?
I am here.
What
I'm
do I say?
listening.
What do I say? When do I say it?
Hey guys, Cloudie's in
No.
in the show today. Cloudie, how you
Not
doing?
a special guest.
Hi.
Cloudy.
Surprise! No, I think it was a pretty good match despite the 4-0. Overall, I think coming in this, I thought No Banana was gonna win. No.
Hey, it's true. Look, to be fair, I was going in it with the expectation of, look, to be fair, I will take a 2-1 result. Like, I'd be happy with that because, you know, we're probably going to lose to the winners, and that's in my opinion. We're going to lose to people that are going to probably win the league. But to be fair, I do think that maybe the 4-0 is a bit of a punishing result for what we did, for what we got out of it. But look, a result is a result. I'll take it. We'll move on. Season 3 is around the corner. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Just focus on season 3. That's all you need to.
So I hear you got some something from the captains here to share with us.
Oh, actually, I do have some of the. Well, not really the juice. Well, okay, we'll get on to. Lolly left a nice message for legit. Okay, so legit, if you're listening to this, take just you know, be happy. I don't know what I'm saying. So Lolly has a message here, and I'll put up a screenshot here on the screen if you want to see it. Obviously, it's yourself. She says, "I'm not going to do it in her accent. My BB legit. Okay, even just saying BB, I can literally just picture Lolly just saying it. I'm so happy we got to play you in the playoffs, even though you're sneaky. But I love you. You're the team and the captain I look to follow. You deserve the wins, and I know you'll smash the finals. You are an amazing person who has always looked out for me. Proud of you, love you, and No Banana. Go and smash Zens Gardens." So evidently, clearly right now, is Lolly is fully behind No Banana. Oof.
That is an omega oof.
Yeah, I wonder how Zen Gardens feels about that message. Go and smash Zen's Garden.
That is just.
To be fair,
Speaking of Lolly, I'm curious. Torbjorn on Lijiang. That was interesting.
Yeah, I've explained it to her after the game. I was like, is that really? I was like, to be fair, I understand why you were doing the pick, but not on the said map. Was not the first map. If it was, say, the second map, that would have been probably a good map to bring out Bring out Torbjorn, because there is that space. But in the first map, it was just like close quartered kind of maps, and I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, bring out what you want to bring out. But yeah, look, it's in the past, as I said. But yeah, pretty much that.
The whole match was competitive.
Oh yeah, it
really
was like the whole game in total was just, it was a really close competitive game. Like, to be fair, we got to 99 on most of the maps, on most of the control maps. So it just shows that few little things like the communication and the ults and all that could have been so much tighter, and we probably could have got maybe a win or two if we had knuckled down on that.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, these things happen. But yeah, pretty much then, obviously, with map 4, we knew it was over, so we kind of really kind of forfeited. We kind of threw everyone in there because, look, it's going to be the final game of... Well, to be fair, it's not our actual final game because...
No, we play next.
I'll get to play Jiu-Jitsu for the 3rd place, so... It is, like, I suppose, in the hindsight, it's the final map of our push to trying to become champions or winners of Season 2. So, I suppose with that, we wanted kind of everyone to get involved in the last game for the Season 2 final. So, we said we'd throw everyone in there. We kind of threw in there, and, 4-0 became a 4-0. They played, No Bananas saw no resource and literally wanted the 4th map so clearly. It was actually horrible to watch. But yeah, that's pretty, honestly, that kind of really does sum up the MB game. As much as it's difficult to talk about it, but it's got to be done,
There's two players that deserve an honourable mention. It's Dizzy, because it's Dizzy.
Yeah.
And Surat, very good main tank.
Yeah, and do you want to know this, alright? Okay. Based off his plays, what would you rank him on SR?
From what I've seen, I would honestly say mid to high plat.
Do you want to know what SR is?
Go on. from what I've seen.
High silver.
Damn, okay. Better than most main
Exactly.
tanks
That's
I
what I'm
get,
saying.
okay.
And literally, I'm not even joking. I was talking to him 2 days ago, and I was like, "Surat, you do not play like a high silver." And he was like, "Thanks, man. That means a lot." But I really am. And I was like,
No.
"Dude, I need to get with you and just knuckle you down."
He is better than most of the main tanks I get in my. Like,
That's not hard,
seriously,
man. That's not hard, man.
No.
All they do is just
No,
play.
it really
bloody-
isn't. Obviously, the thing with Plat, none of the Reinhardts have bought the Shield DLC. You know, that's obviously what it is.
Pay to play.
Yeah, what it is. It's yeah.
Right. Okay. So without further ado, right, Cloudy, your time to shine. Tell
Oh, I
us.
get to talk now.
Yeah. Hey, man, you can always talk. We're always
No, I'm
welcome you
kidding.
in. Just tell us to shut up. But right, anyway, look. So Cloudy, you had the chance to kind of go through everything to do with Jen and Zen. So yeah, I suppose take it away if you want. Work away. I don't see. To be fair, I actually don't know much about this game because I was actually not working. I had to go to bed early because I had work in the morning. So entice me. I do know it was a 4-0. So
Yes, it was a 4-0, and I will say that from my perspective, this game was not as competitive as the Valk's Descent and No Banana game.
okay.
They did only play 3 maps. They didn't play the 4th map, so that's what made it 4-0.
Okay.
But going through, I mean,
they actually full on forfeited?
So they
Yes.
forfeited the.
they
interesting.
forfeited map 4. I think they were just kind of
It's understandable.
disappointed that they got defeated, and especially in a playoff setting like that, you kind of get your hopes up a little bit. And I think in their minds they thought they could win, and to come out 3-0 after the first 3 maps, that kind of that can kill your vibes a little bit, you know.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not like as much as it kind of hurt Valk as well. That like we kind of got 3-0'd when we were kind of expecting like, okay, we might lose this map, but we might pick up this map. But then when we kind of went 2-0, we were like, okay, like we've had the reverse sweep on TLM. I don't think we can get the reverse sweep on No Banana, but look, we're going to try. And to be fair, we did try, and I know exactly how it feels, or how Jiu-Jitsu feels about getting the 3-0. But at the same point, I think it's a little bit disrespectful to not play the 4th map.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I just see from like a competitor standpoint how they probably felt, and
Oh, you know,
How
I 100%
mindset
agree
they're
that like it's completely normal to feel like that, but I still at the same point.
this is
think
coming
that-
from somebody that came in last place last season and finished this season, started this season with 3 losses. We were things were pretty low at a point there.
Yeah, true,
But,
true.
We luckily turned it around a little bit, but yeah. So going into this game a little bit, I think the first 2 maps kind of went as we planned them. I think Zens Garden really showed how strong of a team they are in those 2 maps. Genjutsu was able to put on a little competition in the Lijiang game. That was
Yeah,
definitely the
actually, you know
closest.
what? I actually think I woke up because I need to go to get some food or get a drink or something. I did actually flick it on for 2 minutes, and it actually did look like Jinjitsu. I thought like maybe, oh god damn, have we got a reverse sweep coming on here? Because I didn't know I knew it was 2-0, and I was like, oh, this could be interesting.
They definitely turned it up in Lijiang. They won the first point. They went in the second point. I think the second point was like 99-99 both ways. It was really close, and then Zens took the last one to make it a win. But yeah, I think all in all, I think if we just look at this from like a big standpoint here, I think Zen's support, Serenity, really kind of led their team to a win, like, especially on Anubis on the first map. Serenity really showed she has what it takes to be a good support and to go to the finals with Zen. And the second map, King's Row, was almost one-sided. Zen's took the point all the way to the end. They got the 3 points from the escort and then put up a good defense to hold off Jiu-Jitsu.
It was in a full hold, was it?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep, they were able to
damn.
like get the point. So
That's
one was
that's
pretty-
That's gonna crush people.
yeah. All in all, I think it was a good match. It was pretty one-sided, but I'm kind of excited to see these finals though.
Oh, same, man. Honestly, I think literally the main, like, we'll obviously get onto this in a little bit, like literally probably in a few minutes. I cannot wait to see the matchup of J. Coley versus Woodballs. Like, no joke, I think Woodballs is probably in like the league. I would nearly put him up there as probably one of the best main tanks. Like, I've heard rumors, I've heard people talk about him saying that, like, what he can do as a main tank in terms of creating space and just automatically making, like, as I said, making space to let his team get in, to take over the point, to get aggressive and get all that. From what I've heard now, I haven't seen him play a whole load, but I am very interested to see what he can do during the finals. But as you're saying, Serenity, I did hear a lot about Serenity as well, being that clutch, very good main support. So yet again, it would be very, very interesting to see which way this would go during the finals.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you got something from the captains here too, right?
Oh, actually, yeah. We got a little bit of juice, right? So I managed to get in touch with Leslie, and Leslie says this to you, legit. So make sure you have eyes in the back of your head, because Liz is coming for you. It says, "Dear legit, love you and no banana. Here's to putting on the best game of Talon's history. P.S. Careful, don't forget how last season ended. Oh, damn."
That is
And it's
a little
nice.
bit of juice. Oh, that was tasty. But no, it is true, and we gotta talk about that. I do want to talk about that. Can history repeat itself? Is it very likely? Is no banana in the state of mind that they can not think about last season? Because I wasn't here last season. I didn't get to see the match.
Neither was that.
But are no banana right now, Cloudy, in your state of mind, in your state, because you've probably seen it already, have no banana kind of, would you say they have learned from last season?
I think definitely the core of this team. Oh god, yeah. So in the finals, I think the core of No Banana, I think, has been together since last year, right? Last season.
Yeah.
They've all pretty much been together. They played in the finals. I think they got the experience. They've went through the heartache of losing in the finals. They have the experience of being there, and maybe some of the nerves that come with that. But in my opinion, I think No Banana is definitely going to come out on top here. I don't think history is going to repeat itself.
Now, this is the next question, though, okay? And this is for both of you, and I want both of you to give your honest opinions.
Okay.
Who can you see taking Season 2? And why? Why do you see them taking Season 2? Whoever wants to go first.
I'm trying to think. This is
Like, why? Okay, go on. Okay, this is a better question. For each team, who is their win condition?
okay.
Oh, I think that's easy. It's got to be
Yeah.
Dizzy, right?
It's got to be Dizzy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're saying no
Oh,
banana
Dizzy.
if Dizzy doesn't pop, which is very unlikely. Dizzy, you need to calm down, and same with you, Xenon. It's ridiculous how much. But no, so you're all saying Dizzy is. To be fair, I don't even think it's just Dizzy. I think it's just the whole DPS value of no banana
Oh yeah.
is like their full-on win condition.
Here's the thing: we played No Banana first round. We got knocked out by them, and Dizzy didn't play in 2 maps. Those were the only 2 maps we won.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
All right, I think we found what Zen is preying on. Zen doesn't have a win condition. Their win condition is Dizzy not being there.
That is it.
I'm sorry, Zen. I'm only joking. But no, okay, so we've talked about why we think Dizzy is the win condition for no banana. But now, what is the win condition for Zen? Now, obviously, we mentioned Dizzy being absent. Let's just say Dizzy is there on the day. Who is the win condition? For me, I think it's got to be, they got to learn to counter Dizzy and what he plays, or what Dizzy plays. Even though that is so difficult because he's so versatile in what he can play. But I think it all comes down to how good Wood Balls can create that space.
Yeah.
Or how he can cover his team. Overall, I think for Zen, it has to be a team effort. And that obviously goes for No Banana as well. But I feel like if Zen doesn't play like a unit and Dizzy's able to get those angles, rip in peace. Rip in peace, rest in peace. That doesn't even make sense.
No. I feel as though for Zens Garden, they have good DPS, they have good supports, but their main win condition is definitely their tank line being able to create the space needed.
No,
if their
no,
tank
definitely.
line can't do that, it's a GG. Done.
And I hope it's not going to go that way because, honestly, if we take a look at where Zen began the season, now back, this is when TCRN and Mad Dog and all them were playing for Tornado. This is before Zens Gardens changed their name. They started off 0-2, and they were at the bottom and lost both games 0-4. So that's a little bit of a, like, to be fair, if I was on that team at the start, I'd be like, oh well, this is just fantastic. What have I done to deserve like this much of a horrible start? And then next team to go, how many weeks? I think like in the next like 7 weeks they only lost one game. Like that's incredible. That is insane.
When it comes down to it, like when you get a situation like that, it's got to be because of the team management, right? You got to look at the captains, and you got to think that that's what turned it around. They make good trades there. They got a few extra bodies in there. They made good pickups. They picked up the right people, and
Oh, definitely the right people. Definitely, it's insane. But it's
I'm not gonna lie. I feel as, like as you said, they did lose their first 2 matches 4-0, but to go from being in the season 1 final to losing both matches straight away might be a bit concerning for them. They might end up repeating history. I feel as they're consistent, but they're also not. Like it's really strange. They're a really strange team. If they have a good day, they're the best team. But if they make one mistake, that's it.
That's exactly it. And like another thing as well is every team has lost in the league, so it's not like every team or No Banana is impossible to beat. It just takes a lot of working around because, correct me if I'm wrong, how many games have NB lost? Is it 2? I think they finished 7-2, wasn't it? So clearly No Banana are beatable. You just gotta know how to beat them. And I'm hoping, I'm not saying I want Zens Gardens to win, but I really want Zens Garden to test No Banana.
I would be, yeah.
Because like
I want
as
No
I was
Banana
saying,
taken to their level.
yeah, exactly. And like as we've both have said, both semi-finals have been 4-0. Imagine if the final is 4-0. Like how anticlimactic would that be for season 2?
I don't think there's any way that this final ends up 4-0. I don't think either of these. I don't think either of these teams has that much of an advantage. I think they're pretty closely matched.
No, that's exactly it. But I suppose we'll just have to wait and find out. There's nothing else to do. We kind of have to just sit here and wait. When is the game? It's Sunday in the game, isn't it?
Don't ask me.
Has it actually been confirmed yet?
I don't believe
it's
been confirmed yet.
Okay,
yeah.
well that's perfect.
So it could be tomorrow.
I hope to God it's not tomorrow. I want to watch it. No, it would never be a Thursday. The matches are always Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I've had matches on a Thursday.
Oh, oof. Oh my god. Well, to be fair, I think that's pretty much everything we kind of need to talk about, because to be fair, we have kind of summed up both semi-finals. We've kind of talked about pretty much what the captains have got to say. We pretty much kind of put our predictions in there, and pretty much what we hope to see from the season 2 finals. Is there anything else left to talk about? I don't really think there is.
Okay, so let's solidify. Who do you think will win? Just
Ooh,
put it
okay,
out.
so we're going to go with who win and score.
State the team. Just say the team name. Who you think will take home the metaphorical trophy.
I
Did
don't know,
I use
man.
metaphorical right? I don't know, so.
A part of me, okay, I'll say it now. Because of where they came from and where they are now, it's going to be Zen. I would love to see the Cinderella story from zero to hero go all the way to win it. And I think, do you know what? I'm going to put it at 3-2 Zen.
Okay. Cloudie?
Yeah, I've got 3-2, no banana.
Ooh,
Are we all
so
predicting
nice.
map 5s?
So, hold on. Is it
That's
first,
how close it is.
Is it first to 3?
I'd imagine.
Or
Yes.
is it...
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
how...
Oh, yes,
familiar
I think we're only doing 5 maps. We were talking about doing 7, but I think we're doing 5 here.
Okay.
And the other thing on it, one thing we haven't talked about real quick is the map setup for the finals. It's going to be different.
That is also.
We haven't really taken that into account yet. The loser of the first match gets to pick the next map. So
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that's going to
guessing
weigh
the
into it a
map-
lot.
The map type is set. It's just you get to pick the map.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
there is 5 maps going. Well, at max 5 maps, I think. So
I think that's the way it's working. But
really
then,
interesting.
Yeah, I suppose. And then we we got to take into account of who's going to give up, because a lot of people do think, like when you look at like the likes of the Overwatch League, I think there was one team in particular made sure they lost the first game so that they could get the advantage to go into the second map. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been. Might have been the grand final of the inaugural season. But I don't know. With the whole new map system, it could make it very interesting.
I think between No Banana and Zens Garden, I mean, you both have predicted a map 5. Honestly, I don't see a map 5. For some reason, I see No Banana winning 4 maps in a row.
Oh,
Spicy. I feel, I don't know why.
no
maps.
banana going out 4-0.
No Banana. Just
Are you really going to
completely-
do that to everyone?
Yes.
You're
I'm
expecting
going to do it. No Banana is going to get into a bus, okay? They're going to tie Zens Garden to a road, and No Banana are going to, not even slowly, they're just going to run right over Zens Garden.
Jeez,
Crush
man.
the Cinderella story. Okay, the slipper will not fit this time, okay?
Hey, I like that. That is good. I like that. That is very good. Props to you, man, D9. The props to you with that one. But yeah, with the whole new map system, with everything to do with this final, I am absolutely excited, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, I think that's about it. I want to say that's about it. I'm not really sure.
all right.
So, final thing, players to watch. One person from the playoffs who you think everybody should keep an eye on.
Dizzy.
I know we talked about win conditions, but is there any player that you think everybody should keep an eye on?
Do you know what? I'm gonna give a fair shout. During our game against No Banana, I must admit, Promi was pretty on point.
That's actually the person I was going to say.
Yeah,
saw
Promi
Promi
was on
also.
point, and I will happily say this: watch Promi because simply every time we ulted, it was like, "Oh, let me drop my B," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" But no, I definitely say on No Banana, Promi, obviously Dizzy. For Zen, I would say Woodballs. God, who else? That
think
literally
I would
both teams
agree
are
with
so
that.
stacked. They're literally stacked to the point where you could say watch everyone. Literally. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Who do you like? I don't know.
I
Yeah, I'd say
feel-
Prom and Sir.
Sorry.
I would, as much as we praise Dizzy, I think out of everybody else, Promi. Besides, what should my PlayStation account be? Woodballs. Like, how do you even come up with a name like that? I need some ideas for names. Did they go outside, look at a tree, and then think, "Oh,
would.
Okay. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining us on this podcast. As I said, semi-finals are over, and now it is on to the finals. Let us know exactly what you think is going to be the end result. Obviously, we've shown ours. We've kind of told you everything what we think is going to happen. Let us know what you think as well by simply, commenting down in the comment section or just reacting on Discord, because I know most people just spam reacts anyway. But yeah, until next time, we'll join you hopefully when we find out exactly who has won the final. And yeah, we shall talk to you then from me and the desk. If you want to say goodbye, guys, we shall talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Oh, hey, who knew that went pretty well?
Alright.
It went well, yeah. I'm pretty proud of my what's the word? Anthology? What's that word?
I'm proud that you just lagged at the end and not during the middle sections.
Yes, not in the middle.
Anthology? Is that...